Hello and welcome to my unwrapping and first look at the August edition of White Dwarf. I was only talking about this edition a couple of days ago, and here it is. Wow, look at that for a back cover. Nice and shiny. The brand new repulsor. They've even added some effects, some grav wash effects around that. Lovely. And here is the front cover. Again, shiny Space Marine on the front cover. So let's get into it. I'll just move him out of the way. So Core's plan comes to fruition. So this is, I take it, going to cover all of the new Space Marine Primaris releases, or as I've seen the phrase used, Adeptus Restartes, as in restart. Anyway, so yeah, it mainly features Space Marine, so it talks about the Codex Space Marines, £30 hardback. My review is coming very soon. Codex Space Marines Collector's Edition. But just check in. Yeah, doesn't show the collector's edition. That's not very helpful. Also doesn't show the Primaris edition. It says swooping in this month is Forge World's new Thunderhawk. Well, that was last month or the month before even. Yeah, they're a little bit behind there. Then you got data cards, £10, and then the dice, which I couldn't find, but I'm presuming that they're on there now. Then the Redemptor Dreadnought is the model of the month. This bad boy here, my review is coming extremely soon for this guy. And yeah, I have magnetised the weapons. I think it's an incredible kit, and I hope that comes out in my review. So yeah, he'll set you back £40. The aggressors, £30. The repulsor is quite pricey at £50. Am I allowed to say pricey? I can say what I want. Is £50. So that's going to cost you the same as a Storm Raven and cost you more than a Land Raider. But it is heavily armed, and there's a multitude of options, weapon options for it, and it can carry Primaris Space Marines. Not your only transport for Primaris Space Marines. But still. Then you've got the intercessors. So this is the 10-man squad for £35. Plenty of options to give them bolt rifles, stalker pattern bolt rifles, and the auto bolt rifles. I love this one with the is that the auxiliary grenade launcher? I mean, they're getting closer and closer to aliens, aren't they? So £35, and then £35 for a 10-man squad of Hellblasters. That sort of came out of the blue. I was expecting a 5-man and a 5 or 10-man intercessor squad. So this 10-man squad of Hellblasters is also £35. So this is the difference between the heavy plasma incinerator and the assault plasma incinerator. The assault plasma incinerator looks bigger and sort of beefier than the normal plasma incinerator. So you get the 3 different weapon options in this set is what I'm basically saying. And this guy is just too cool. He's ditched his plasma incinerator and he's opted for his heavy bolt pistol. I mean, he's just dope. And then we've got Space Marines Primaris Inceptors. You can give them a load of options. I mean, what on earth is going on here? What is that? Sort of just put like some kind of compensators, or I really don't know. What does it say? Fitted with heavy blast shields. That's what those are. They're heavy blast shields. And then you've got these ones fitted with the Plasma Exterminators. Now, Plasma Exterminator, that just sounds like it should be a Titan weapon. Plasma Exterminator. Although Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator sounds pretty cool too. Anyway, £30, so £10 each. £30 for a set of Inceptors with either the assault bolters or plasma exterminators. And then the Space Marine Primaris Reavers, £35. I think I said in my unboxing they were 30, but I will rectify that in my review. They're pretty cool. You do get 10 skull helmets in there. Quite handy if you wanted to make 10 chaplains, maybe. But yeah, and then speaking of which, oh, here he is. Here's the Grand Pimp Master with his rod and his iron halo, his Absolver bolt pistol, which is basically saying it would be a rifle in the hands of a human. Yeah, I can imagine that. He's just one sprue, one pose, one sprue, no different helmet, and they're asking £22.50, which is a bit different. It's a bit cheeky, in my opinion, of course, as always, compared to the Captain, which does have a helmet, helmetless, and also different ranged weapon. And likewise with the Librarian, he has a different helmet. This guy, he is that for £22.50, but he does have the cool factor. The Apothecary, though, however, has got loads of little tiny bits, and it's got a lovely base, highly detailed base, and you can have him with a helmetless option. And he's got the little squidgy. He's got the squidgy sort of like little grenade from Half-Life 3. I obviously know it's not that, but anyway, there you go. Then you've got Ultramarines Primaris upgrade set. I didn't see this coming. So £10, pretty decent. You've got shoulder pads, some ammo and honours, some purity seals, which look pretty cool, a scabbard, a power sword, and an Auspex. And there's 20 parts shown there, all in total. I'll just show you those a bit closer. So it's going to cost you £10 for those 20 spare parts. I don't know. Might find a use for them. And then more codexes. So £25 for Codex Grey Knights hardback. I've already got Grey Knights hardback codex. I might get that. I'm not quite sure. I don't think there's going to be any new units. Apparently there's a Grand Master or something like that. Dreadnought in there, but Grey Knight's Grandmaster Voldus, who is in the Triumvirate set. They're now selling him separate for £20, which isn't too bad. And then Chaos Space Marine Codex. I think it has a mixture of the different warbands in there, including Slaanesh and things like that. But obviously Death Guard are getting their own codex, but it might be a while until Slaanesh and things like that get their own separate one. And then you've got all these different data cards and things. That codex, same as Grey Knights, costs you £25. Choose your path to glory. So they've got some new start collecting box sets, and Path to Glory is £20. So these start collecting sets are £50 as usual. Really like that. Is it a Magna Droth? That one. Really like that. That one out of all those. News from Middle Earth, sculpted by Gavin Newton. So you got an eagle there, and then you got a troll brute. Got some books. So you got a limited edition Black Legion, £40. And then you got some other books. I think that's come out or is up for pre-order now as well. Talon. The Thunderhawk, so it's a Thunderhawk special, just one page. It is beautifully painted, so nice section there. So I have one of these, and they're £450. If you haven't already, seriously check out my unboxing and review. It's an absolutely stunning kit, a really straightforward to put together. I wouldn't recommend it as your first model, but it's got a lot of options. So the air brakes rotate out. I've done a guide where the wings do traverse vertically, and I've done a guide where you can put 8 magnets in total into the wings, so that you can have these top wings upright and you can keep them there. Then it's got this turbo laser destructor, and the heavy bolters are just excellent. I've magnetised the heavy bolters, but yeah, I strongly suggest you go check out my video of that. Video game news, Blood Bowl 2, Talisman, 40k Sanctus Reach. 40k starts here, so you've got the main set, which if you haven't already, I'll be picking the winner and announcing the winner on this week's Warhammer Wednesday video. I'm currently doing a giveaway for the Dark Imperium box set. It's worth £95. I'll ship it anywhere in the world. All you have to do is type in Dark Imperium on that video, be a subscriber, like and share the video, and then you'll be in for a chance. I'll pick the winner at random. There's, last time I checked, about 1,000 something entries, so hey, it's you've still got a good chance. No Fear, which is like a smaller set of the Dark Imperium, and then finally First Strike, which I bought, and I did an unboxing and review, and that is an incredible set for, I think it was like £25, but you get 6 Space Marines, Primaris ones, you get 6 Poxwalkers, and you get 3 Plague Marines, and one's got a Blight Launcher, and all of the models are really lovely models, well detailed. You get a bit of scenery, you get this lovely matte type thing, you get some great data sheets and things as well. So yeah, that was a great set. Contact, Damned Tomes and Ancient Pages, so Anatomy of a Codex, so it goes through the new codexes that are out or coming out. Tactica Imperialis, Index Astartes, or should I say Index Restartes. So it goes through all of the organs. Wow. Primaris organs. So there you go. Got the 3 Primaris organs there. I explained that. And remember, the Primaris were Space Marines taken, the Horus Heresy, put in incubation chambers and stuff, and for 10,000 years obviously Call's been working on them, and where we are in the 41st millennium, I've read a couple of comments here and there, and I don't know where those comments, sort of the knowledge is based from, but where we are now in the 41st millennium, it's just over 100 years after the Crusade using the Primaris Space Marines. So yeah, there are ancients and there are dreadnoughts walking about, things like that, because they've been at war for 100 odd years. So that's where we are in the sort of timeline. Birth of Angels. What does it take to create a Primaris Space Marine? What does it take to own a Primaris Space Marine? A lot of the dosh. £22.50 each model. You're talking of nearly £90 for 4 single pose plastic miniatures. Sorry, I'm stating the obvious. Yeah, and you've got all of these weapons, all the weapons of the Primaris Space Marines. I think that's really useful, actually, to have all these. So there you go. Cover feature. And then I think you've got a big spread. So yeah, you've got a big issue, part of the Redemptor Dreadnought. It shows it with the sarcophagus open, which, yes, you can do that with the model after you've glued it and things. You can either glue this in place, or you can have it so that the sarcophagus opens, and you can have them walking around like that. It really doesn't matter. That's one of the cool features of the model. Anyway, check out my review. Right, so here we go. So we've got a nice dual spread here. That is incredible. Really, really excellent spread. And they already have 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts and quite a lot of Primaris Marines, some Centurions, Thunderfire Cannons, which seem to be quite rare at the moment. So yeah, a really nice spread of Primaris Space Marines. The General's Almanac, Coalitions of Death. So looks like there's a battle report. Okay. Is there a Space Marine battle report? I mean, this is the main feature. Looks like it's just a Age of Sigmar battle report. No, I kid you not. Space Marines are on the front cover. Main feature is Space Marines, and there's no Space Marine battle report. 2 brand new codexes, and then they're just pushing all of their existing models. So I don't know whether they're new boxes. I think they're the same boxes, the old boxes. I think Khan was quite new though, I want to say. Might be wrong. He was new, what, last year was it, or the year before? So Ultimate Guide to the Horus Heresy. Here we go then. So the 9 who turn. So these are all the traitor legions. And they've got really old models. Oh dear, oh dear. Except for the Plague Marine and Thousand Suns, which look absolutely awesome. Oh dear. Did the World Eaters get new models? I can't remember. But yeah, seriously in need of some new models. Wow. Oh, seriously in need of some new models. Crikey. That's just insane. If you look at that highlight in edge on edge and then glints, oh, and then speckles and how the dart then, yeah, that is incredible. Look at the writing on the purity seal, just immense. So here we go. Wow. So this is an heavy metal Primaris Space Marine challenge. This looks immense. Wow. Well played, guys. Mortal Realms. It's an Age of Sigmar special. Temporal Distort. Tale of Four Warlords. Their armies must be huge now. Oh, here we go. So we get a Wraith Knight now. A couple more tanks. Some Primaris Hellblasters. I like the fire on the plasma incinerators. They should have had it on all of them. Why only have it on 2? Oh. That is, yeah, excellent. Well played. You've got some cultists there. Fate of Connor. So this global campaign. Got some more Age of Sigmar. Very strange that there's a lot of Age of Sigmar in this. Oh, here we go. Here's some Tau. Ah, you get a nice colour wheel. Brilliant. And then the grayscale. 50 Shades of Grey. Painting Masterclass. Wow. I really think this issue is a very decent issue. An awful lot of content in here. KITBASH. Here we go. Grandmaster and Nemesis Dread Knight. That's what we were after. That is pretty epic. Even though it still looks like a baby carrier. I can sort of see where they were going. You know, in the Matrix, when they have those big sort of walkers, those exoskeleton suits with the guns, I can see that, you know, they were trying to go for that. DEATHWORLD Forests, bit of a special again. Warhammer World, I'll be there in 2 weeks. 2 weeks yesterday I will be there for the Forge World Open Day. So if you see me, say hi. In the bunker. And then that's it. Next White Dwarf will be on sale, say very early, it's the 31st of July now, but it'll be on sale month from now, 1st of September, 30 years of Warhammer 40,000, so it looks to me that that's going to be quite a special one. 30 years of 40k, can't wait for 40 years of 40k, that'll be brilliant, but 30 years of Warhammer 40k, oh, it makes me feel old. Anyway, that has been your first look at August's White Dwarf. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.